Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Just Vel here once again. We just came off of Elimination Chamber last night, and we got a lot to discuss, guys. There were some things that was going on that I didn't really think that was gonna take place at Elimination Chamber. I must say, I'm a bit shocked. Let's get right into it. My first match, as you know, we had the women's tag team championship, first ever in an Elimination Chamber match where you had tag teams for the women, and it was for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I thought the match was great. I kind of felt like Naomi and Carmella were going to be eliminated first, just going based off of what happened this week with the outside interruptions that were going on in their lives. But we're going to keep it about the wrestling. They were eliminated first. I thought the Riot Squad put on one hell of a match when they were in there with Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. I thought that they did awesome. The bumps that were took place during the match were excellent. I thought it was a great match altogether. I would probably give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. With it being, for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. I kind of went into this thinking that Sasha and Bayley were going to win, but there were moments where I thought maybe they weren't. There were some times where I thought maybe Tamina and Nia Jax were going to win. They came in last and they just dominated, the match. They put out a few tag teams. They put out the Iconics. Nia Jax hit the same spot that she hit at WrestleMania on Alexa Bliss, where she had one of the Iconics on her back. I believe it was, I can't remember which Iconic it was, but she had her on her back for a Samoan drop off the middle turnbuckle and splashed her with a Samoan drop and put them out. They also put out the Iconics put out Naomi and Carmella with a great roll up. I thought that was excellent, where they both rolled up Naomi to end their chances for the WWE Tag Team Championships for the women. I thought that the spot where Nia Jax went into one of the pods was awesome. I thought that was great, where she was knocked out for a little bit, and then everybody ganged up on Tamina to get Nia Jax and Tamina out. I thought that was an excellent spot. That was a good way to get them out of the match. And in the end, guys, like I told you, Sasha Banks and Bayley walked away as your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They were a bit speechless, and rightfully so. They've been waiting a long time, not just Sasha Banks and Bayley, but all the women from this women's revolution to have WWE Tag Team Champions. They've had, obviously tag team champions in other promotions, but never in the WWE. So this was a big moment in this women's evolution, whatever you want to call it, where they didn't have a lot of championships to go after, and now they got the tag team championships, just giving other women's wrestlers a different avenue to travel down, a different path instead of just chasing the Raw or the SmackDown women's championship. So it'll be interesting. Rumor has it that the champions are going to be going from Raw and SmackDown to defend those titles, which I think is awesome. Give everybody a chance to go after those championships, and it puts Sasha and Bayley on both brands. Letting both audiences get a chance to see them defend those titles. They were speechless last night, but Sasha Banks ended up giving a great promo, which she usually does. She put her emotions, or she tried to put her emotions to the side to cut a promo, which was awesome. To cut a promo in the heat of the moment where they're emotional and, they're trying to, soak in the moment. And I thought the WWE Universe really gave them, a great round of applause and, letting them know that they really deserved it, which they did. So that was the first match of the night. I thought that was a good, kickoff to the Elimination Chamber. I realized that a lot of people wanted that to go on last. But I thought you want to kick off the Elimination Chamber with something like that to get the crowd going, and I thought that it hit on every mark. Like I said, the high points for me were obviously Sasha and Bayley winning, because I'm a big Sasha Banks fan, and then the Riot Squad just really holding their own. I'm really impressed with Liv Morgan and how she handled business last night. The high spot off the top of one of the pods where Liv Morgan and Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan jumped off and did a cross-body splash. I thought that was just awesome. So it was a great match, all in all. I was glad to see that. I'll probably go back and watch that again a few times just to see some things that maybe I missed. Another match that was on the card was Finn Balor versus Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley. Now, if you watched my video from last night, you would have heard me say that, this was a win-win situation for Finn Balor. If he ended up losing, okay, he was going up against two guys. If he won, well, he just beat two guys, and I figured that they would have him pin, you had to isolate Bobby Lashley, which he did, and you pin Lio Rush, and Lio Rush takes the fall, and Bobby Lashley can get his rematch and basically say that, I wasn't pinned, I want a rematch, which is going to happen at Fastlane. So your new Intercontinental Champion, Finn Balor, this is his first championship since he won the Universal title, which I feel is absurd, that this is his first championship that he's won since he's been on the main roster, since he won the Universal Championship and had to relinquish it the day after. But I'm glad to see that, they put the title on Finn Balor, give him something to do, let him take the Intercontinental Championship and defend that. And, it lets me know that they're moving forward with Finn Balor and he's going to stick around for a while. So I thought that, the match all in all wasn't that spectacular. It did what it needed to do. Finn Balor walked away as an Intercontinental Champion. So we'll see what happens on Raw tonight. Another match, I just want to get this match out of the way, which was Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman. Like I said, if you saw my video last night, you would have seen that another redundant match. And guess who comes out? Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley to help Baron Corbin get the victory. I thought which was a great spot in this match. They actually stacked up two tables, guys. They stacked up two tables, put two ring steps in the ring, and gave this guy what looked like to be a shield powerbomb onto two of the tables, which I thought was a great spot. Baron Corbin ended up getting the win after that, and then they stood supreme in the middle of the ring. Baron Corbin was the winner. I'm anxious to see where they actually go with this now, if they're going to move on to something else, if Baron Corbin's going to continue to try to get retribution, against these three guys. But after this match, the feeling that I got is that Braun Strowman's going to need some help. Who better than to bring back to help him than Bray Wyatt and reform the Wyatt family, And I also realized that, there's been rumors that Luke Harper may be joining up with Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan. But if you're gonna bring back Bray Wyatt, bring him back with the Wyatt family, and bring Luke Harper in the mix, so that they can form the Wyatt family and take out Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. I think that would be great. That would be a great 6-man tag match at WrestleMania. I understand that it probably would be redundant to see those three competitors again against Braun Strowman. But if you bring in Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper, then it would, add a different feel to it. And I would be, really up for the Wyatt family's return. Just like when the Shield returns, you get that, that pop again. You get that feel good feeling that you want when someone returns and they actually have a storyline to sink their teeth in. So, if they bring back Bray Wyatt, I think that would be great to help out Braun Strowman and resurge Braun Strowman's career, because right now it's just falling short. He's losing, taking loss after loss, and it's just this guy. What they're doing with Braun Strowman is just a catastrophe. So, after that, let's go back to the kickoff show. You had Buddy Murphy taking on Akira Tozawa, and I thought this match was awesome. Even the crowd thought it was awesome. They gave him "This Is Awesome" chants. Buddy Murphy is just a great wrestler. I actually thought Akira Tozawa was going to walk away the champion based off of what was going on in the match, but Buddy Murphy ends up getting the victory, and we'll see who he takes on going forward. Maybe he'll have a match at Fastlane, possibly holding on to the title until WrestleMania. Like I said in my video yesterday, I would like to see him take on the Brian Kendrick. I think Brian Kendrick deserves a title shot, but we'll see. Maybe they'll bring up someone from NXT to take on someone in 205 Live. But they need to give these 205 Live guys a shot on the main card, because every time they put them on the card on the kickoff show, they're killing it. So give cruiserweights a chance. That needs to be the hashtag. Give cruiserweights a chance, or give 205 Live a chance, to be on the main card, because they kill it every time. So the match that I want to get into next was basically a squash match. This is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Ruby Riott versus Ronda Rousey. Ruby Riott came into the ring. Didn't even look like she wanted to be there, in my opinion. She knew what was going to happen. She knew she was going to get squashed. It didn't even show any type of emotion that she was, going to be, doing anything in this match. And I'm a bit surprised that she came out alone. Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan had their match earlier in the night. I would think that they would come out and, join her for a top women's championship match, but they were nowhere to be seen. Ruby Riott got, slung over a few times, hip tosses, which is, I call glorified hip tosses, which is what Ronda Rousey has been doing. And then she gave Ruby Riott the Piper's Pit and then put her in the armbar. And that was it. She tapped out in like 5 seconds, didn't even, put up any type of offense. It was just a squash match. And then, you see Charlotte Flair get in the ring, and she gets up in Ronda Rousey's face, and they're jaw-jacking back and forth. And then out comes Becky Lynch on crutches. I mean, seriously. She gets in on crutches, and then she starts taking out Charlotte with the crutches. I mean, this just doesn't make any sense. Then Ronda Rousey picks up a crutch, and Becky Lynch is like, hey, go ahead and take your shots. Yeah, she remember when she whipped your ass back at Survivor Series with the kendo stick and left all those bruises on you? Yeah, this is your chance. Go ahead. Ronda Rousey turns her back on Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch just hauls off and just beats the hell out of her with the other crutch. So now you got a hobbled Becky Lynch whooping Charlotte's ass with a crutch, whooping Ronda Rousey's ass with a crutch, and you're expecting me to believe this when both of them are very capable of putting Becky Lynch on her ass at any moment, yet Becky Lynch is the one that's reigning supreme in the ring, and then she just walks off hobbling, with her hands behind her back. I'm thinking, why the hell do you got your hands behind your back? They didn't put any handcuffs on you. They're just taking you out. So this whole, wanting to be Stone Cold and trying to, emulate what Stone Cold did in the past is just not working for me. If you're gonna do that, at least bring some officers down and put some handcuffs on her, and try to, take her out like that. But you got, stage hands in the back coming out and trying to take her, out of the arena. And it's just, I don't know, they're just trying to make it this whole Stone Cold thing in the past, and it's just not working for me. But that was that match. It was pretty much, the match itself was a dud. They pretty much wanted to just get Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Ronda Rousey in the ring at the same time for them to set up a triple threat match, which I've been saying all along, is that what they're, that's the direction they're going to go. So eventually, I believe Ronda Rousey or Charlotte's going to ask for Becky Lynch to be added to this match, and that's how it's all going to play out. Another match that was on the card, you had the men's Elimination Chamber match. Now, everyone knew, when they kind of gave it away, basically, on SmackDown this past Thursday, where Randy Orton was going to come in last. I thought the match was awesome. I really did. I thought Samoa Joe, hands down, put on a show. I thought that Kofi Kingston stole the night. There was moments where I actually thought that maybe, just maybe, he may walk away as your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Didn't happen, but this goes to show everyone that didn't believe in Kofi, because he's been locked in this New Day gimmick for years now, that he can really go at. And I said this on my video last night. Kofi Kingston is the man. He can go with the best of them. He put on a show last night, and the spots that he was taking where, he was kicking out of, Daniel Bryan's running knee, and he was hitting him with, Trouble in Paradise. He was just really putting on a show. I really enjoyed Kofi Kingston in this match. I thought that he did great. And after the match was over, and the rest of the members of the New Day came out, and they're in there with his moment. The crowd was chanting for Kofi Kingston, and the crowd was really behind Kofi. They really wanted him to win this match. And after the match was over, Kofi took in his moment. But I was thinking there could be some type of heel turn, Now all of a sudden, all of the crowd wants to chant for Kofi. You know, where have you been the last 11 years is the direction they should go. If I were booking this, you know, where have you been the last 11 years? You know, now you just want to cheer for me because I'm getting an opportunity that I rightfully deserve for the last 11 years. And now you want to cheer for me. So if I were booking this, I would turn him on the New Day and tell the crowd that he doesn't need them. He doesn't need the New Day. He can stand on his own. He's been, you know, one of the best WWE competitors for 11 years, and now he's going to show you. I mean, that's how I would book this. You know, make him a main event star. You know, it's time. Kofi Kingston deserves this, and he can show you that he can go with the best of them. So, you know, guys, that's my review and reaction to last night's Elimination Chamber match. If I missed a match, it probably wasn't even meant for me to mention anyway. I will be doing a Raw review tomorrow, probably tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, once I get home from work. Or excuse me, not tomorrow. Or yeah, tomorrow, right before SmackDown, I'll be doing a Raw reaction. Raw is tonight. Forgot it's President's Day. I keep thinking it's Sunday. But yeah, tune in tonight for Raw. I'm a little anxious to see what direction they're going to go with Becky Lynch now that she's been suspended. You know, I'm thinking that she's going to be put into this match for the triple threat. I'm also anxious to see where they go forward with Asuka. Oh yeah, the other match, which is what I thought. How could I forget about this? My favorite tag team, the Usos versus Shane McMahon and The Miz. Now let's get into that for just a second before I cut this video short. I really thought that the Usos were not going to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships. I really didn't, based off of what happened earlier in the week with Jimmy Uso and Naomi. I thought that Shane and The Miz were going to walk away still your SmackDown Tag Team Champions. In that match, before the match even started, The Miz comes out, you know, and he announces him and Maurice that they're having another baby. So congrats to them. We love The Miz and Maurice. We love their show. You know, they're awesome. No, you know, pun intended. They are awesome. The Miz, you know, sets up Shane McMahon for the West Coast pop. He hits Shane McMahon hits in one corner. Then he tries to go for another. He misses that one. He gets super kicked right out of the air. The Miz is outside. He's taking on both the Usos at this point. He sets up one of the Usos on the table, you know, and he tells Shane McMahon, go up, you know. Here comes Shane McMahon with the elbow drop. He connects, and the Miz gets the other Uso in, and they're going back and forth, and somehow the Usos rolls him up. And no, what happened was the Miz hits him in the skull-crushing finale. He rolls him up, but the Miz doesn't cover him like he should. He, you know, lays on him, and the Uso rolls him up, you know, for the 1, 2, 3, and Miz is just so shocked. You know, he's like, what the hell just happened? You know, Shane realizes, you know, that they just got beat. You know, the Miz is upset. He's like, you know, I'm sorry. You know, so the Usos walk away as 6-time WWE Tag Team Champions. Like I said, I didn't think that, you know, the Usos were going to walk away as the champions. Am I happy about this? You're damn right, because I feel like they deserve it. And I also feel like this is, you know, an olive branch for the Usos to stay because, like I said in my video yesterday, they are in contract negotiations from what I've been hearing, that they haven't signed a new contract yet. So they are in contract negotiations. So they definitely want to keep the Usos around, and I feel like this was an opportunity to, you know, show them like, hey, we really want you here. Let's put the tag straps on the Usos to let them know that, hey, we really want you to be here. So I'm pretty happy about the Usos walking away as the champions. You know, let's see if they can get a new tag team to step up and face the Usos. And let's keep these belts on the Usos, and, you know, until WrestleMania and even beyond that. So because they deserve it. They are the best tag team in the world, and they deserve to you know, to be recognized as such. Like I said, this is my review and reaction to the Elimination Chamber match, guys. Make sure that you post your comments down below, and also make sure that you subscribe so that you can get notifications of when I post my next videos. Until then, guys, this is just Vel. I'll be posting my next videos soon, so you can get those notifications. Make sure you hit that subscribe, guys. You got to subscribe so you can tune in to my videos coming up soon regarding Raw and my videos that I will be posting getting closer to WrestleMania. So this is just Vel signing off. Leave your comments. Until next time, guys, in the words of Adam Cole, boom.